As my friend Jim Lampley said, the fact that you've had a life is an achievement, Jack. Thank you, Pro. Yeah. You know, I feel like that young rancher that I saw on the TV commercial with his boots up, sitting on the ground, and he says, you know, if you can find some work that you love, you pretty much have a life. You know, after this, I worked with directors from everywhere. I travel all over the world. I am a hick actor. This expanded my life. This business teaches you everything. I love you all. I'm very proud to be here. I love this work. It's dangerous. You give your life to it. And like all novice speechwriters, you know, I'm just trying to be funny. The truth is, I'm proud of all my collaborations. The work that this is about has set my life free. Confounds me. I'm a romantic. I feel these things matter. These little patterns that we are. The universe. Okay. My work motto is everything counts. My life motto is more good times. So, I guess the only real danger here is after this I'll fall in love with myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the movie of the week is as good as it gets. Now, Jack Nicholson is my favorite actor of all time. But the reason why this is my favorite movie of all time is because I understand the lead character. It's the only character in all the movies I've seen, and I've seen a lot of movies, that I can identify with. Most of us have problems. Most of us have issues, you know? And then there are the few of us who have issues that impede our daily life. They get in the way of it, you know, where they're so bad that they get in the way of how you function at work, even at home. And this movie illustrates that perfectly. I saw this when I was a kid, and I knew when I grew up I was gonna have these kind of problems. And yeah, mine's is rage, you know, and I don't really need much, just a thought to send me from 0 to 60. And being like that gives me extreme anxiety when I'm out in the world. So you may not suffer from that. It may be manic depression. It may be anxiety raised all the way up. It could be anything. But if this is you, then you will identify with this character, you know? And in this movie, Jack's an asshole.
Mr. Udall?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Verdell?
What does he look like?
My dog. You know, my...
Oh, I got it. You were talking about your dog. I thought it was the name of that colored man that I've been seeing in the halls.
Which color was that?
Thick molasses, with a broad nose. Perfect.
Frank!
Just a second. Trouble in prison food.
What is it? Frank!
Just like the last art party.
Simon, you have got to get dressed. Frank Sachs, Melvin Udall.
How you doing?
Frank shows my work, Mr. Udall. I think you know that. People are going to start coming.
What I know is as long as you keep your work zipped up around me, I don't give a rat crap what or where you shove your show. Are we done being neighbors for now? Police! Don't act matching, morons! Help me! Help me! Help me! Assault and battery
You're black!
Excuse me.
Don't touch.
Get a life. Love me the way you love your remote control, as long as I switch every time you press one of my buttons. That's
Great. That's
I
terrific.
think
I'm
people
really
that
proud
talk
of
in
you.
metaphors ought to shampoo my crotch. Eat up. I've got Jews at my table.
It's not your table. It's the place's table. Behave. This once you can sit at someone else's station. Or you can wait your turn.
You have feelings?
Yes.
You're telling me
How much more you got to eat? Appetites aren't as big as your noses, huh?
what?
How old are you? I was gonna guess by your eyes, I'd say you were 50.
If I went by your eyes, I'd say you were kind. So much for eyes. But as long as you bring up age, how old are you?
Well,
Well, because you brought it
in
up.
other words,
No, I'm curious. You
In
brought
other
it
words,
up.
you're not that you're ugly. I'm saying.
Easy, pal. I can take the compliment. But my knees start knocking when you turn on the charm. Full blast.
Oh, come on, just a couple of questions. How hard is that? How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Yeah. But by the time, I don't know, there's a switch that happens in the movie to where you could see, exactly how his issues are affecting him. I don't think he wants to be a dick. I just think that's what comes first. That's the first thing that comes to mind. It's a defense mechanism, or maybe he can't even control it. Whatever the case, it tends to get in the way. And then there's Helen Hunt. The problem she has, being a single mom in the late 80s, early 90s, broke, living in Brooklyn, working in Manhattan with a sick asthmatic child and not getting the proper health care because you can't afford it. So dealing with those stresses and these two characters coming together, it's hilarious, it's endearing, and it's real. I don't think there's any movie out there quite like it, and none more I can identify more with, except for my number 2 movie of all time, and we'll get into that another time. But I'll leave you a clip at the end of the movie so you can check out Helen Hunt and understand this is a great movie. Like, Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt both won Oscars on the same night for this movie. They really encapsulated like the reality of what it was like to be living with problems. And I think they both knocked it out the park. So I recommend this to you if you're looking for a great film to watch, and it's a comedy-ish, it's very offensive, but it's real. So if you do watch it or you have seen it, please leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you thought of it, if you did check it out. I guarantee, first 5 minutes of watching this shit, you'll be hooked. It's a guarantee. So, let me know. Till next time.
You are not still writing that thank you note.
I'm on the last page. How do you spell conscience?
CONSCIENCE. Look, I got you in from the bakery to babysit so we could go out.
I still don't feel safe leaving Spencer with someone. Could you spell it again, please?
Spencer's okay. You better start finding something else to do with your free time. Sean, are you hungry? Yeah. All right. We got pizza. Carol and I are going out. Sausage, pepperoni. You want to make this later for you and Spencer? We are going out like people do. If you can't feel good about this break and step out a little, then I think you ought to have Mr. Udall send you over a psychiatrist.
I don't need one, because I know what's really going on here. I gotta finish this letter or I'll go nuts.
Carol?
This can't be right. Con science?
Carol? What?
It's very weird now, not feeling that stupid panic thing inside me all the time. Without that, I just start thinking about myself and what good does that ever get anybody? Today on the bus, there was this adorable couple, and I felt myself giving them a dirty look. I just had no idea everything was it.
Go ahead.
Moving in the wrong direction. Away from a time when I remembered what it was like to have a man to anything. Old fucking hands with, for Christ's sake. And I felt almost really bad that Dr. Betts is married. Which is probably why I make poor Spencer hug me more than he wants to. The poor kid doesn't have enough problems he has to make up for his mom not getting any. Who needs these thoughts?
So, what are you saying? That you're frustrated?
Leave me be! Why are you doing this? What is it you want? I hope getting me thinking about everything that's wrong when all I want to do is not do that has some purpose. Really, Mom, what is it you want? What?
I want us to go out.
Okay.